The White House: Hidden Secrets Revealed. The White House stands at the heart of American power, a building recognized across the world as a symbol of leadership, democracy, and authority. Presidents speak from its rooms, decisions are announced from its podiums, and history quietly unfolds behind its doors. Yet beyond the cameras, the speeches, and the ceremonies, the White House holds a deeper story. It is a story shaped by secrecy, struggle, fear, ambition, and untold truths that stretch across centuries. The construction of the White House began in 1792, at a time when the United States was still defining itself. The nation needed a powerful symbol, a residence that would represent unity and permanence. But the labor that built this symbol came largely from enslaved African Americans. Their work laid the foundation, raised the walls, and carved the stone, yet their names were never recorded. From the very beginning, the White House carried a hidden contradiction, a house of freedom built through forced labor. When the building was first completed, it was not yet called the White House. That name would come later, born from destruction. In 1814, during the War of 1812, British forces invaded Washington, D.C., and set fire to the president's residence. The interior was reduced to ashes, and the walls were scarred by smoke and flames. When the building was rebuilt, the exterior was painted white to cover the damage. The color hid the scars, but the memory of that fire never truly disappeared. Beneath the White House lies a hidden world few will ever see. Underground corridors, reinforced chambers, and restricted areas stretch below the building. Some of these spaces were constructed to protect the president during times of war. During World War II, fears of attack led to the creation of secure bunkers designed to survive bombs and chaos. One of the most secretive locations is the Presidential Emergency Operations Center, hidden deep below the East Wing. Its exact layout remains classified, known only to a select few. Above ground, the White House contains 132 rooms, yet only a fraction are accessible to the public. Many rooms have been repurposed, sealed, or quietly altered over the years. Important meetings took place in spaces that were later renamed or redesigned, leaving little trace of what truly happened within them. Some presidents ordered renovations without public explanation, fueling speculation about what they wished to hide or forget. Over time, countless staff members have reported strange experiences within the building. Footsteps echoing in empty corridors, doors opening on their own, and voices heard when no one was present. The most famous figure associated with these stories is Abraham Lincoln. Several individuals, including first ladies and staff, claim to see a tall figure resembling the former president standing silently in the halls. Lincoln's assassination marked one of the darkest moments in American history, and some believe his presence lingers as a guardian of the nation he fought to preserve. Beyond the mysteries and legends, the White House is a center of immense power. Decisions made within its walls have launched wars, ended conflicts, and shaped the lives of millions. Not all of these decisions were made in public view. Some meetings were never documented. Some conversations were never recorded. Entire chapters of history remain locked behind classified files or were erased altogether. Power, by its nature, creates shadows, and the White House has gathered many of them. Secrecy has always been defended as necessary for national security. Governments argue that certain truths, if revealed, could destabilize nations or endanger lives. As a result, generations pass without knowing the full story of what truly occurred behind closed doors. The White House, more than any other building, represents this balance between transparency and silence. Today, the White House continues to project strength and stability to the world. To some, it is a symbol of hope and leadership. To others, it represents control and hidden influence. Both perspectives exist because the building itself reflects the complexity of power. It is polished and ceremonial on the surface, yet layered with secrets beneath. The White House is not merely a structure of stone and paint. It is a witness to history, absorbing the fears, ambitions, and decisions of every leader who has lived within it. Every wall has heard conversations never meant to be public. Every hallway has carried footsteps of individuals whose actions shaped the world. Throughout history, every administration added another layer to the building's hidden narrative. New technology arrived, security measures evolved, and unseen systems were installed to monitor, protect, and control information. Communication rooms, surveillance equipment, and secure lines ensured that the president could command the nation at any moment. These systems are rarely discussed publicly, yet they form the invisible nervous system of the White House. The White House has also witnessed moments of deep personal tragedy. Presidents have mourned loved ones, faced betrayal, and carried the weight of impossible choices. These emotional struggles rarely appear in official records, yet they shaped leadership in profound ways. Late nights, sleepless hours, and silent reflection filled rooms long after the public had gone. Protests have gathered outside its gates, demanding justice, change, and accountability. Inside, leaders debated how to respond, knowing that every choice could alter history. The distance between the people and the power they seek to influence is often measured by those iron fences and guarded doors. Despite renovations and modern upgrades, parts of the White House remain unchanged for decades, preserving echoes of earlier eras. Antique furniture, historic artifacts, and preserved rooms serve as reminders that the past has never fully gone. It simply waits, embedded in walls and memories. As time moves forward, more documents will eventually be released, and some secrets may finally be understood. Others may remain buried forever, lost to destroyed files or unrecorded conversations. The White House will continue to stand, watching generations come and go, holding stories that history may never fully uncover. Its greatest power may not lie in what it reveals, but in what it keeps hidden, reminding the world that every symbol of authority carries a history far more complex than it appears. Even the daily routines of the White House contribute to its mystique. Staff members operate under strict protocols, aware that even small actions can have national consequences. Silence is often required, discretion expected, and loyalty demanded. This culture reinforces the barrier between public image and private reality. The building has survived wars, political scandals, and moments when the nation itself seemed on the edge of collapse. Through it all, the White House remained standing, adapting while preserving its authority. Each generation redefines its meaning, yet the underlying structure of secrecy endures. Ultimately, the White House teaches a quiet lesson about power. True influence is rarely loud. It works behind closed doors, through whispered conversations and unseen decisions. What the public sees is only a fraction of the story. And so the White House endures, not only as a home for presidents, but as a keeper of history, secrets, and unanswered questions that continue to shape the world. Long after visitors leave and lights dim, the building remains awake with security patrols and quiet monitoring. Technology hums softly beneath the floors, ensuring constant readiness. This unseen vigilance reflects the permanent state of alert that defines modern leadership. Every administration promises transparency, yet every administration inherits secrets. Some are passed down intentionally, others discovered unexpectedly. The weight of this knowledge often remains invisible to the public, carried silently by those in power. In this way, the White House becomes more than a workplace. It becomes a burden, a responsibility, and a symbol that demands both trust and skepticism. Its walls protect democracy while concealing the compromises made to preserve it. History will continue to debate what truly happened inside this building. But one truth is certain: the White House is not just where history is announced. It is where history is quietly made. The unanswered questions surrounding the White House ensure its story never truly ends. As long as power exists, secrecy will follow, and the building will remain at the center of both admiration and suspicion. It stands as a reminder that every nation's story is shaped as much by what is hidden as by what is revealed. From generation to generation, the White House absorbs new meaning, reflecting the fears and hopes of its time. Its silence speaks as loudly as its speeches, reminding the world that power is never simple, never pure, and never without consequence. It remains a monument not only to leadership, but to complexity, contradiction, and endurance. The White House will continue to stand, guarding its past, shaping its future, and holding secrets that may never be fully understood. As history moves forward, the building waits in silence, unchanged in purpose yet endlessly evolving in meaning, a constant presence in a changing world. Its story continues beyond any single leader, reminding humanity that true power always leaves a trail of mystery behind it. The secrets endure, silent, guarded, and unfinished.